Give it away our second trip, actually, to the Pink Sand Island this hour. So stay tuned and find out who the lucky winner is. And we're going to give it away in just a little bit. Lisa Mateo has that wonderful task.
That is right. And also a little later on, Class with the Countess. Real Housewives of New York City star and author Countess LuAnn de Lesseps. She is live in our green room. Hi, LuAnn. She's going to join us in just a bit to share some tips on etiquette and dish on her reality show.
I know we have a lot of stuff for it.
And a Class with the Countess. Did you know that there's a proper way to butter a dinner roll? We're going to explain next when Suki sits down with Real Housewives of New York City star and author Countess LuAnn de Lesseps. Lisa Mateo is going to give you a different look at Bermuda, 80 feet below the...
Megan, I am so excited for you. All right, well, our next guest, she doesn't just talk the talk, well, she walks the walk, claiming anyone can live in elegance with flair, and proves it on her hit reality show, Real Housewives of New York City. And now the Countess LuAnn de Lesseps has added another title to her name, author. Please welcome the Countess LuAnn de Lesseps. We're so happy to have you back with us.
Thank you.
And
it's great to be here.
Without the girls.
I know, it's a treat. I mean, I love the girls, but it's nice to be here with you, Suki.
And you've got so many things going on. I don't know how you were able to, kind of balance it all. And, speaking of the Housewives.
Organization,
but the Housewives, it is juicy.
I know, it is so crazy. We just shot the reunion, which was craziness.
Really? So is that the big
It was
tease?
so good. There's going to be two. There's going to be part 1 and part 2. It just kept going on.
So you guys just let it really all hang out. Are you surprised at the popularity of the show? I mean, I really have to just talk about this.
I really am. I mean, when we shot it as, as a pilot, we had no idea it was going to be, the success that it is. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, it wasn't even called The Real Housewives. It was called Manhattan Moms.
Okay. Well, definitely you are not Manhattan Moms.
We're not Manhattan Moms. I like The Real Housewives better.
Absolutely. All right, we'll get to that stuff in just a little bit. But first, let's talk about the book, Class with the Countess.
Yes.
You're teaching people sophistication. Is it something that you can teach, or are you born with it, or can you buy it?
You can't buy it. It's something that you're either born with or that you can learn.
What's so important about it?
Everyone can learn to have class, and you mirror people that you admire, and that's what I talk about. I talk about my journey from growing up in a small town in Connecticut to becoming a countess. And that's what I share in the book, my experience in these sophisticated cities and, kind of rubbing elbows with the aristocracy. And it's been really, really fun, and people have inspired me since the first season of The Real Housewives. People wrote to me asking me all kinds of advice.
What should I do?
What should I do, what should I say, and so
what is your
that's
biggest
been
pet
great.
peeve?
Obnoxious gum chewing.
Snapping the gum?
There's people that can handle chewing gum, and there's people that can't handle chewing gum, and you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know. You've dedicated a section of the book to restaurant etiquette, and we are here at a table.
It's so nice.
So this is very important. So the first thing you do when you are seated is take the napkin off the plate.
I'm always saying,
it.
kids, napkin, because they always forget.
Place it on your lap.
Yes, absolutely.
And let's talk about the bread basket, because the bread basket always comes to the table. But there's a way of taking bread from the bread basket, right? And buttering it.
Yes, there is. So you want to take a piece of bread and put it on your plate.
Okay, I'll take it.
And you're going to take a piece of the bread, break a piece.
So I don't cut the bread?
No, we don't cut the bread.
No.
We take one piece at a time, and we just take a little butter, and we butter each piece as we eat it.
And we butter each piece.
And you know what? Take a piece of the butter actually from the butter.
Because you don't want it, yes.
So that you're actually, you're not doing this, the communal.
So you do it yourself, and you have a little piece.
You've got your own butter, okay.
Okay, that's very exciting.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about elbows, because I see a lot of people, when they get deep into conversation, they're holding up their wine glass, the elbows go on the table. My mother always said no.
You know what? The elbows can go on the table when you're in conversation while you're not eting.
In between courses?
Exactly, because it's engaging when somebody puts their elbows and they kind of lean towards you. I talk about it on the show with Bethany. She's like, that famous scene, and she's going, what did she just do? Because it's nice, it's engaging, when you have your elbows and you can, really look at somebody in the eye. When you're eating, of course, we keep the elbows off the table.
All right, really quickly, fork and knife, where do they stay? You're eating. You're
eating, fork and knife. Once they're off the table, they never go back on the table.
So where do I put them?
Meaning they stay on your plate. So when you're eating and you're taking a pause, they stay like that at more or less the 7 o'clock and the 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Right?
Great.
But they don't go like this.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
We don't like that. And then when you're done, they go to 4 o'clock.
It doesn't look nice. And then when you're done, and to signal waiters that you're done eating, you put them at 4 o'clock.
All right. I got to ask you, I mean, you're a friend of the show, and I know you're going through a tough time right now. Let's talk about your divorce, and it's in the papers. How are you doing?
I know. I'm doing okay. I'm doing the best I can for my kids. I'm trying to maintain a friendship and do it with dignity.
With class and elegance.
I'm trying. It's not easy because of what happened. But that's my intention, is to keep it friendly and to tell our kids that we're there for them and that we love them.
Are you going to be able to still keep your title, Countess?
Darling, yes.
Okay.
And I'm keeping the jewelry too.
Thank you. I know this is not etiquette, but a high five from a girl from New York to another girl. That is good. I love you, LuAnn. Thank you so much for coming in. You are just wonderful. Class with the Countess. It's available right now in bookstores. And for more information, log on to WPIX.com/morning news. And of course, you don't want to miss The Housewives. It is on Bravo. All right, folks, we'll be right back.